Banjo-Kazooie N 1998 Video Game Music Review. Welcome to Morning Music, Kotaku's daily hangout for folks who love video games and the cool ass sounds they make. Today we hopping into a blue backpack that is being carried by a bear. Whereas Banjo-Kazooie, playlist/longplay/vammed, released in 1998 for the Nintendo 64, faced the near impossible challenge of measuring up to another and 3D jumping game released 2 years earlier, Super Mario 64. After Nintendo's revolutionary transformation of Super Mario Bros. Into 3 dimensions, how could any other 3D platformer ever compare? How could any look as good as Nintendo's polygonal marvel? Could they even sound as good? Had you heard dire docs? The past 2 decades have proven that Mario 64 wasn't quite the best game of all time, but it sure seemed that way to a lot of us back in the latest. And then Banjo-Kazooie showed up, featuring the bickering odd couple of Banjo the Bear and the backpack-born Breegull-Kazoo, hailing from the studio that just stunned an owners with a brilliant James Bond game. Banjo-Kazooie played great, looked great, and did you hear that soundtrack? Composer Grant Kirkhope delivered a virtuoso performance for Rare's game. Banjo-Kazooie's soundtrack is energetic and frequently silly, a splendid accompaniment to the game's colorful, comedic style. Whereas the raucous and very silly main theme that establishes the game's comical tone, /Gilvasunner, U2B, here's the summer theme for the game's seasons-based level Click Clockwood. I am ready to sit in the shade and sip lemonade just listening to it, /Gilvasunner, U2B. The soundtrack's most impressive theme may well be the one you hear the most while playing, Witch's Lair. It plays as you explore Banjo-Kazooie's massive hub area, which is itself a complex 3D platforming level that connects to each of the game's themed levels. The lair theme doesn't just sound great, it sounds different depending on where you are in the hub. If you've just entered Gruntilda's lair, it sounds like this, /Gilvasunner, U2B. That's wonderful enough, but the point of the hub is for you to explore its nooks and crannies and find entry points to the game's 9 levels. All of the levels have themes. Treasure Trove Cove is all about pirate ships, beaches and buried treasure. Gobi's Valley involves pyramids and desert sands. And so on. If you poke around and find your way to Treasure Trove Cove's entrance, the lair theme starts to sound like this, /Gilvasunner, U2B. Once you discover the entrance to the game's haunted house level, it sounds like this, /Gilvasunner, U2B. There are variations for each level, with appropriate instrumentation for each. Hop through the lair and listen to the music change, rare/Moldy Pond, U2B. How clever, right? I love it when a video game does something that isn't possible in another medium. I'd love to take credit for that idea, but I stole it from The Secret of Monkey Island. Composer Grant Kirkhope told me over Twitter when I asked how the system came about. He is specifically referring to the second Monkey Island game, srevenge, which debuted LucasArts' Amuse technology. When I first got to Rare, they loved those games and got me to play them. Like and subscribe to our channel.